Welcome to the next phase of the Indomitus Coast Challenge, where we're going to show off two of our Bladeguard veterans. Only one of them is going to get judged, but we built two. There's three in the Indomitus Coast Challenge box, but we did the first one solo with a element, and this phase was just to finish the two other Bladeguards that were in it. And the twist I threw in this was we had to pick a YouTuber that we liked and follow their style. I picked Lila Mev, the mini witch. And,
oh yeah, I'm familiar with her.
And she does good. And then I picked my sword was Artist Opus, and then a little bit of Squidmar. I'll cut those into the build diary. I didn't cut some scenes for them. So let me share my screen and show what I got.
I do.
All right, and this is my blue guy, but my submission is my red guy. But I did some highlighting, I did some base coating, and I did find that even if you use the zenithal lighting with inks, when you make your overcoat too thick, it obscures it. So I got a two-sided or two-colored blade. I did a little bit of dry brushing for the thing. It looked better when it was it looks better when it was wet. I maybe should have glazed it or something, but I ran out of time. Sunday night snuck up on me, especially when I was getting home from work too late. And then his little tilt shield, I just put a skull and some squares. Put some blood on his thingamabobs, and this dude just had
purity seals. Yes.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot to lighten this guy's purity seals.
Oops.
There were so many of them. Just a little bit of shadow, and then this is the part where I have a lot of trouble with trying to make something look good in pictures versus the naked eye, like the Mark I eyeball. This shadowing shows up too much in a macro picture, but it doesn't look too bad when he's sitting on the shelf like arm's length away. But because I purposely tried to get some definition and I went overboard. Well, not even overboard. It just doesn't look as good in photography because the shadows are deeper on the left. I probably could have cleaned it up right here a little bit so that it matched here, but it looks good to the eyeball.
It really does. You're fine, man.
Yeah. Again, slightly better at the eyes. They're not even, but at least they have two colors.
Right.
That's what they look like. And then my one I'm more proud of with some more modularity and stuff. Because you can see on the blue guy, there is modularity and stuff, but it doesn't look, it didn't come out looking good because the blend wasn't as tight. And the red guy, it came out better. His shadows are in the right spots. The skulls on the shield, the black shield, the 360. The tilt had perfect shade on it, the tilt shield, but then I covered it with a decal. If you see when it rolls by, it's darker down here and lighter up there, the blue squares.
Nice.
And I think this is just, I was editing her when this is one of her videos, and I'll take a snip. She just talked in this particular video. She talked about 3 or 4 different types of blending, and I used most of them. So I'll have to get a better screen cap of her.
Actually, I think I've seen that one where she goes, eh.
And then that's my guys.
All right. Well, like usual, you've completely shamed me.
But then you always I can always go back and record your videos where you say, "Oh, I'm just about done." When like my guys aren't even together.
Well, I mean, there's always, when I'm looking at it, I don't know what else there is to do. I look at it and I say, well, that looks the way I want it to look at the moment. Just because somebody else's look better doesn't mean I'm not done to my taste. I mean, winning's fine, but, being happy is another. So the guy I chose was Indomitus.
Oh,
what?
I'm pointing like an idiot. Where did you get the decal on his hip? That looks cool.
That was from one of the
lightning bolt.
One of the 10 trillion decals I bought for $8 all those years ago.
That one looks like a cool campaign.
So what he did, what he was demonstrating, what I liked is the whole highlighting, blending, darkening thing. And it kind of kept in spots and it kind of didn't keep in other spots. It made their faces look very, very dark. I wasn't sure how to, but it didn't lend them a nice purple down here. Just give it a kind of shady thing going on, like in the dark here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not too
sure. Well, your belt buckle looks great.
Yeah, I was very happy with the belt buckle, actually.
On my red guy, I was super happy with the belt buckle, and then his pistol covered it. I was like, oh.
That's funny. So I made no differences between the two, and those decals are my absolute bane. I did cut this thing up top, but I think I should have trimmed it as well. Remember,
that's a game. Is that a Games Workshop?
It is. It's probably for a vehicle, in point of fact, because it's huge.
Okay, because they don't have a lot of extra carrier film on them. I love their decals. In like 10 seconds, they're ready to come off the paper. And
well, when they're not 3 years, 5, 8, 12 years old, yeah, some of those just didn't want to come off this time. The shield was a bit of a pain. I kept wanting to go clean with it, and it kept like stymieing me. And I knew if I had gone too much further, too much longer, I'd have to start from scratch. See that right there? There's a blue right there, and there's a purplish dark right there. And the legs came out really super well. And portions of the helmet came out pretty good too. See, there it is. That's much better.
That's good. That probably looks really good with the eyeball.
It looks so much better from a foot away.
And that's like when I talked about in mine. It's hard to measure for the camera, or you're building for your shelf. I'm building for the shelf.
And the shoulders usually came out pretty well too. See, you got that nice deep in here. And then this is not light. This is the paint. And that's the deeper paint. Excellent. So I was very happy with that.
You didn't have any trouble with that decal.
No, that one was fine. That one actually belongs on there. Like I said, the other one is probably a vehicle decal. It's way too big. There we go. I think I used a little too much ink on the swords, but I kind of washed some of it off to try to get a different tone, when I probably should have just, this is all learning process, I probably should have just thinned it out to begin with and then applied it more gently. I shouldn't have included that shot. It's terrible.
I can chop it out.
From a foot away, these look so much better.
This looks really good. Wait, go back. his thing looks good. His dirty tunic.
Yeah, I was happy with the tunic. That was good stuff. That worked out nicely. I put too much effort into the backside that you can't really see from anywhere except a straight on low angle. Put way too much time into that one.
Did you paint the eyeballs
On the
center skull?
Oh, I tried to get some paint in there, but it was being it would group up and it would look filled up. So
okay.
I kind of dabbed it back out again, and that's how it ended up looking. Yeah, see, that's nice coloring back there. That's okay. That's pretty nice. I get too much contrast in this one, though. The precision for edge highlighting I'm getting better. I'm getting so much better.
They're nice and straight.
Most of them are.
Well, no, I mean, I meant straight like they follow they're straight like they're in the spot where they're supposed to be. Some of them are curved, some of them are, most of them are the same. I've totally admire the guys who can paint that shit with a consistent width all over the wall.
Yep. And that's them. Yay. The next thing is the plasma sight. Speed painted based.
I must not have liked that model, which is why it's speed painted.
I think the plasma sight's pretty ugly, actually.
Is that the flying eyeball or something?
Oh, yes. That is the flying eyeball. Good luck. Anything else we want to talk about?
Where can they find you on social media?
All right. So I have closed the original Super Macho Jedi Knight because it was a pain in the tuchus. And I have created a streaming mini focused only one, which is Super Macho Stream. SUPR Macho Stream. Super Macho Jedi Knight is still over at Instagram. It's still on YouTube.
And I'm Plastic Hobbies on Discord, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and SexyNurse69 on OnlyFans. Actually, SexyNurse69 for you at OnlyFans. And I'm not on TikTok. Actually, I think Plastic Hobbies might be on TikTok, but I guarantee you TikTok has lots of sexy nurses.
I did start a TikTok, but I have no idea how to do any of that crap. I just make a tiny video. How do I do that? I don't know.
So we'll see you Sunday on the Super Macho Jedi Twitch.
Oh, yeah, Twitch. That's right. We paint stream Sunday afternoons, 3 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Oh, the other way around. 3 to 6 Eastern. Noon to 3 Pacific. And then 7 p.m. Eastern on Mondays.
And we'll see you then.